One of the things I'm most frequently asked about is how to do particular operations in word processing programs that can set up documents for APA formatted manuscripts. So I'm going to show you some of the most requested operations. I'm going to use Microsoft Word, but the operations are very similar to the kinds of operations you would do in Pages for Mac or OpenOffice. So I've got an example document here, and I'm going to first show you how to set up the running head. Now in Microsoft Word, when you hover your mouse over the top of the page, you can see that the mouse changes to this little page icon. Double click when it does that, and what will open is a place where you can type in a header. So on the first page, we need to have the phrase running head and then our title. But then on all the other pages, we don't need the phrase running head, so we have to do something a little bit different to make the word processing program do that. Now you'll notice that when we clicked in the header, in the ribbon, this header and footer option opened up. So we're going to go ahead and click on that, and we're going to let the program know that we want a different first page by clicking different first page under options. The first thing we want to do is actually type on the second page. So at first, type on the second page the first 50 characters in uppercase of your title. Now I've counted these in advance, so I know how many are 50 characters, including the spaces. I'm going to put on the caps lock. And type in my header. Then I'm going to hit the tab key so we can go ahead and put in our page number. When you do that, it's going to go all the way to the right margin where the page number is supposed to go. Now up in the menu bar under header and footer, it has a nice icon you can just click to insert the page number. Make sure to use this automatic function rather than typing it in on every page so that your formatting doesn't get crazy on you. Now you'll notice once we've done that every page after page number 2 now has that running head and a page number consecutive with the last. But there's nothing on the first page. Remember, we told it to have a different first page, and Microsoft Word sets it up as blank by default. What we're going to do is copy that page header that we used before, paste it over here, but now since we have to have the phrase running head, we're just going to type in, without the caps lock, running head, sentence case with a colon and a space. So now running head is on the first page, but not on the others. We just simply close that out, save our document, make sure to save frequently, and now the running head is all set up. The next thing I want to show you is how to do word counts. Now, in most default settings, Microsoft Word keeps a running count of the number of words that you have in your document down at the bottom. Now, if somehow you've gotten that turned off, you can go to Word, Preferences, View, and then make sure Live Word Count is turned on right there. Or you can simply triple click whatever paragraph it is you want to have the word count, or select it, go to Tools, Word Count, and Microsoft Word will bring up some information about your document. And the really important part here is characters with spaces, because when we do our running head, you want to count the spaces. So that's a good place to go there. Now, when we're looking at doing a block quote, we don't need to worry about the spaces. Now, one of the things we want to do when we are doing a block quotation is to indent it. So we're going to select the whole quotation. We're going to find this icon, Increase Indent, Click it, and you'll see that it's moved over 1/2 inch from the left margin. Now that shows us that it's a quotation, so we don't need to have quotation marks at the beginning and end of it as you would with a quotation that is shorter. Also remember that everything in APA, with the one exception of tables, has to be double spaced. So we're going to make sure that we double space the long quotations as well. Now, as qualitative researchers out there, some of you will know that lots and lots of your quotations will be these big, long, more than 40-word quotations. So it's important that you remember to space all of those correctly. The last thing I want to show you is how to do hanging indents in the reference page. This is another one of those frequently misunderstood or unknown kinds of operations, how to get that second, third, and so on lines in your references to be indented. It's actually quite easy. What we'll do is we will select all of those references on the reference page, and we can go to Format, Paragraph, make sure that indents and spacing is chosen, and under Special we'll choose Hanging Indent. Make sure it says 1/2 inch, then click OK. You can see now all of those references now have a 1/2 inch hanging indent. You need to make sure that each one of your references has a carriage return where you hit enter at the end of each reference, so that each line will then have that hanging indent to it. Otherwise, Bakhtin, for example, would just run to the end of this and you won't even see it. I hope that's helpful. If not, please let me know and I'll try to help you find out how to use Microsoft Word or other word processing programs in formatting your APA documents.